got 5, 16, 19, 21, 33, and 10. Check results. You remember?
Beyoncé. Beyoncé is an artist. Sorry, this is pod a day. 2, 4, 3. Beyoncé is an artist. Not of the physical sense, but of the musical sense. And apparently it's news that people watch her perform, because I go on Twitter, and it's like, oh my god, people are watching Beyonce, or Beyonce's performing. It's like a whole thing. People tweet about it a lot. It's like a thing. Oh my god, people have shown up to see Beyonce. It's like people got to tweet out that people are watching Beyonce, because that's Twitter. And it's kind of like, okay, which celebrities are here today and what are they doing here? And everyone's doing their little mute challenge thing. And it's not really a challenge, making it sound like a 2013 YouTube video. It's just what happens at her shows. And the latest sort of bunch of people who went, Zendaya was there with her sort of PA/entourage, Tom Holland, who, and more interestingly though, Kylie Kardashian. I forgot which one. There's a few. I knew it wasn't Rob, I can say that, but it was Kylie, with confirmed other half Summer Thing, Happy Hogan, Teresa Tomei's character vibes is what I describe it as, but relationship, because that was spoke about from a while back, and everyone's like, no, not Timo, that just not Charlamagne, that we don't see that happen. That doesn't feel like that works together. And then Travis Scott had his album drop, and one of the songs he references Willy Wonka, which is the new Charlamagne movie, and it's not really a diss. He more just mentions that that's a film that exists, and then moves on. So yeah, and then now they're here lip-syncing up at Beyonce concert. Have some class, would you? This is a classy party. No, but they're doing a bunch of PDA and all that, which I just think, as the Eddie Hearn meme goes, God, I can smell my own armpits right now. I need to go have a bath. It's just, but it's too hot. I know I say this all the time. It's too hot. I've got a football shirt on right now. It's to be fair, it actually is hot outside. Usually it's too hot and it's not even that hot outside. It is they're in like a bit of a heat wave type thing going on right now, but like 30 plus degree weather going on. And I am sitting indoors, and it's worse. If you're out there, at least you got the sun beating on, you got a bit of breeze. But indoors, it's just stuffy. And I explain this. I explain this like every other day. I need to stop with the whole weather thing. But yeah, no, I'm boiling, and I just need to go cool off. But instead, I got to talk about Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Kardashian lip-syncing up at Beyonce's concert. But they were. And it's a very weird relationship, and there is no chance that this is this is a long-term thing. If it is, it's just he's now part of that Kardashian family, and you're now a father. She has children. You forget she is the mother. You are now a father to not only her kids but Travis Scott's kids, and This is just sort of Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian vibes all over again. But this isn't. What I will say is I don't think he's going to be getting the kid's name tattooed on him like Pete did, or whatever he did, similar to that. But it's weird. It's weird, and it's weird how the second you're associated with someone else, people's whole view of you changes in that second. I felt like before this, Timothée Chalamet had this sort of innocent, maybe he had a very Tom Holland kind of perception, and he's just this sort of indie film guy, and you don't see him that much, but then you see him in these films that come out that usually do well, and a bit sort of just innocent, harmless, mysterious type vibe. Then he's on this Wonka film. It's okay, sure, he's trying another something else. It's not really it's whatever. But then the second you get with Kylie, all of a sudden it's there's this whole different perception of you, this whole different vibe. You're out there, you're smoking away, you're sort of ashing that down on the peasants down there in row fucking 65 on, still penning 6 bags just to sit there, but just the commoners down there. She's in your VIP section. You're with Kylie. Like, it's just weird. Like, you just wouldn't. And I hate to say this. I hate to compare. But you look at, like, Tom Zendaya. You would never see the sort of, like... It's just a fling type thing. Like, lipsing up Kylie at, like, a Beyoncé concert. I don't know why, man. It's just... Someone tweeted something which was such a good tweet. And I don't remember it. And it's probably in my likes tweets somewhere. And I wish I had it right now. But someone described, like, what it was giving off. The tweet was, like, people while you're like, the couple in front of you while you're waiting in line at, like, a Six Flags, like an amusement park type thing, a theme park, whatever they're called. You can tell I don't go to them. But, like, there's not a Six Flags here anyway. But, anyway. The point is, you're in, like, a long line. You're at, like, a Six Flags. It's probably, like, really hot. You're sitting there sweating your balls off, and you're just sort of waiting. It's like 2.5 hours, and then the couple in front of you, this, like, this fucking couple in front of you, and they're usually not, like, how would you describe the couple in front of you? They're usually just this, not dirtbag couple, but, like, this, I don't know, young love. It's like how glamorous can it be, It was just giving off that vibes. Like, okay. And I'm stuck behind him for 2 hours. And it's just like, I love tweets like that. These are, like, my favourite type of tweets. And someone just writes something to catch in it. And the way they write it, like, the couple in front of me are Six Flags. Like, it's just, and it just paints the perfect picture. It's like, yes, that is the exact vibe it is. It's just that up there and the, just be on mute and enjoy Beyonce, man. PDA, man. Public, what is it? Public something of effect. Public effect. PDA. Public the something of affection. Public signs. This doesn't begin with the public. I can't remember. I was literally speaking about this the other day, so I know it is PDA. That's what that is correct, but I can't remember what. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit. I've never liked it. I've just always found it a bit like. It's just a bit like, okay. Weird flex, but okay. It's weird flex, but okay. I think that's why it fits in the same character category as weird flex, but okay. It's like. Okay, like it's just so unnecessary as well, it's just like, yeah. I think here's the thing, right? It's arrogant too, because if you don't want to see ugly people doing it, then no one should be allowed to do it, which sounds like let me explain. If, like, two, like just, I don't want to call them ugly, but just, old wrinkly bags of flesh, old people were lip-syncing up in public, everyone would be like, ew, the horror, right? But just because you feel like you're young and attractive, you get to go out, and what's so bad? They get to go out and love their partner, but it's like, I just find, how much do you love them though? Like, is it that deep? Because it's not about that. It's not about, I just love them so much. So, like, I don't want to love you behind closed doors. It's more just, you're horny. You're horny on main. And that's all. It's a weird thing. I would never put those two together. It's so odd. And the fact she has kids and the fact that they're Travis's kids. It's like, this is just a thing for now. Which is fine. But because they're celebrities, I guess it's interesting when talking about it. That's just the sad reality of 2023 and what we live in. Call that not problematic, but call that not healthy or whatever. And we're on our phones too much, and that whatever you want to say. But hey, it's good entertainment, and we're just going to talk about it because we can. So yeah, that's all. Was there literally anything else I wanted to say? There is, but I want to save that for the next one I do this. So I think there was, but it's on my phone. I haven't got my phone on me right now, so I'll see if I can remember it. I'll try my darndest. Sorry, I just got a bit of a thing going on. Not really a sore throat or a cold. I haven't had one of those in a while, but something adjacent. Not no, sorry, not adjacent. I think I just need to. I think essentially I've just woken up. I just, you know, when you wake, I woke up honestly sweating, stuck to me. You're lucky this isn't 4D smell-o-vision. And I just haven't done anything. I've literally woke up like this and like this. So I just feel like I just feel a bit groggy. I think I need to go drink water. I think just to flush out, I don't know, some gunk stuck inside my face maybe. I feel like I need to wash my face. Feels kind of oily. I feel like I need to just go have a bath in general, which I know is weird. Everyone's a shower person. Maybe I'll have a shower actually quicker. I never have showers. I always have baths. But it is weird because like when I have them over showers, it's like when I have a shower, I think it's like the gym. Like I don't enjoy it while I'm doing it, but then I'm like happier afterwards maybe. Whereas when I have baths, it's like I enjoy it more in the moment, but then when I have a bath, I stay in there way too long because once you're in, you don't want to get out, and it's like, oh, it's cold out there, you know. So you just stay in it for hours and you turn into like a little fucking prune. But it's just easier, I guess. You just run in, you haven't got to think about it, you go in it. And I hate the whole like dance you got to do with showers, which is like, is it hot, is it cold? It's just like perfect balancing act. It's just annoying. It's like spinning plates while naked. I just don't. I'm just not a fan of it. But you know, do I really want to sit right now in a tub of hot water in a heat wave? I've done it before and I've never cared, but I know from the outside look that looks weird. So maybe I just have a relatively cold shower and move on because I need to do that. I need to brush my teeth still. And I think that's just going to make me feel a bit better because I just right now I feel a bit... like I'm struggling to speak, kind of. Like I feel like I've got this kind of lump in my throat. And it's like, it's weird. But you know, I guess that's growing up. Because I'm like, you know, typical... Or I was, sorry. Sort of typical, you know, teenage boy, messy bedroom, everything messy, just sort of, oh, something's disgusting, who did that, who left that out, who did this, oh, it was probably him, he's the gross disgusting one. But I guess this is what growing up is. I guess growing up is realising hygiene is important, you know. I guess that's what it is. Growing up for a teenage boy is that, because even recently I've had more interest. I know this is such a basic what the fuck are you, how old are you type thing, but like I remember relatively recently I've like taken more interest in like, because I feel like between the ages of like 11 and 14, yeah, it was just kind of like you just clean, it's like, oh, do that, and you just like, you're like, oh, and you come home and you're like sitting on the sofa and your parents are like, go away, you stink, right? And then you get to like 15, 16, you're like, okay, you care more, and you're like, oh, I smell, and you go take yourself off more, and you care more in that way, probably because you're going out more, you're getting your job or whatever, maybe around 16, 17 age. And then you kind of get a bit older, and then all of a sudden it's like, you go from not caring about like anything, you're like a little trampy child, to like, okay, I'm making an effort to not smell, to like, no longer like there's a switch between not smelling and then actively wanting to have a smell that is good, like, oh, what do I want my scent to be type thing, like, and like a, you know. And I think I don't really know why I'm talking about this or why I got to this point. I think just the fact, yeah, woo, that is ripe. What am I doing right now? I feel like I'm like heckling myself, but hey, I guess I'm just being honest and transparent, guys, because I feel like you deserve that. And maybe I'm just saying this all so I could push the runtime out of it. The runtime, like, this is a feature film. The length of this out or whatever, a little bit longer, because it was only at 9 minutes. I got to at least get to 14, 15 for me to feel okay about it. So I thought, let's just talk about my current BO. But yeah, that's all. I was going to divulge into something else, but I just thought let's just cap it here. Yeah, I think this is 2 for 2 or 3 or 4. See you in 2 for 4 or 5 or 6.
With the kids, and I had like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. He's like a hero.